Hi guys, this is Benoît Dumont for CGTED Plus, and in this quick tip I'm gonna talk about the asset tracking option in 3D Studio Max. If you are like me, you probably work on multiple computers, so you have to know what is the missing map error. This happens when you do not have all the sources of the file with you on the computer you are working on. There are several tips for avoiding this missing map error, but I will talk about the solution that is best in my opinion. Alright, so this is a scene I made for a 3D real-time project, and as you can see, all of the meshes have a diffuse map. What you can see here is just a small part of the scene. To make this tutorial easier, I deleted a lot of stuff. But the meshes can also have light maps, of course, ambient occlusion maps, normal maps, and many others. All of these maps have been saved in a specific folder on my personal computer. But tomorrow is Monday, and I will work with my files. I will save all of the files on a USB flash drive. Okay, so it's Monday now, and it's 9 o'clock, and oh my god, I just realized that I forgot some maps, some texture I made or I downloaded. Great, I returned to home to take them, and then I get back to work. Alright, it's 10 o'clock now, and I've got all of the files with me. I'm happy. I start 3D Studio Max, and I have the missing map error. I have to pick the maps one by one. What a waste of time. And you know what? I don't like to waste my time. And you too. You don't like this, I guess, because time is money. So, I'm gonna show you how we can avoid forgetting textures and how not to get the missing maps error anymore. First of all, of course, you have to save your project and save it as a zip file. Save as archive. Well, 3D Studio Max will pack all of the sources in a zip file, and by saving this way, you will never forget any textures anymore. Alright, now let's look what this file contains. Alright, there is, of course, the max file, and there is a maxfile.txt, which lists all the paths used in the max file. And there is a copy of the paths used. So here, as you can see, my files are my texture are in my C drive, users, Ben, it's me, desktop, eco design project, /files. This is the path where my textures are. Right, and the zip file, make a copy of this path. So, users, Ben, desktop, eco design project, files, and there are all of my textures. Alright. What we have to do now is to copy all of the sources in a folder. You can put the textures wherever you want. Well, here it will be in my E drive, and as you can see, I've got an asset tracking folder, which contains a 3D projects folder, which contains all of my 3D project. But of course, it's up to you. You can use the hierarchy you want. But here, I will save all of my sources in this folder, Tuto Asset Tracking. Fine. Well, I will create a new folder called Textures, and another one called Max Files. I put my textures in the textures folder, of course, and my max file in the Max Files folder. Now the next step is to create a virtual drive. Well, to do this, you have to go on your computer window and open command window. So in this case, I will create the drive with the Y letter. So just type subst Y. Of course, you can use the letter you want, but I like to use the Y letter. So now I have to copy the path of my project folder, which is E and asset tracking. So just type E / asset tracking and hit enter. All right, I've got my Y drive, which contains my 3D projects folder and all of my 3D projects. All right. Well, to delete a virtual drive, just type subst the letter of the drive you want to delete and /d, D for delete, of course. Hit enter, and that's it. So, but I will recreate it for the tuto. All right, that's good. Let's take a look. 3D projects, tuto asset tracking, and all right, all the textures are in the textures folder. Let's now open the Max file. Of course, you have to create this hierarchy and the virtual drive on all the computers on which you work. Now hit Shift T, sorry, or you can go to File, Manage, and open the Asset Tracking. And welcome in the Asset Tracking window. So, as you can see, all of my textures are in the original folder. I will change this to avoiding the missing map error. So, what I have to do is to select all of these files, right-click, click on the Set Path option, and now we will choose the virtual drive we have just created, so the Y drive. It's in the 3D projects folder, tuto asset tracking folder, and textures folder. Alright, now I will use this path for my textures. Hit OK. Nice. Same thing for this one. Set path. Right drive. Project. OK. And use path. Hit OK. Alright, I can save my file. Now, if I open the material editor, we can see that, for example, the texture of the tree is in my Y drive. So this is perfect. I just have to take the zip file with me, copy the textures in any folder, and create a Y drive on the other computers on which I work. This is really a good way to avoiding the missing map error. So, this is the end of this quick tip. I hope it was useful for you. See ya, guys.